Hello and welcome to Hey Let's Market. Today I'm going to be going over some issues that I have faced using the Bing AI image generator, specifically running into issues with not being able to produce an image. So I've got Bing up right now. This is an account I've been using for a little while. I'm not in it too often, but I just wanted to show what my experience has been lately. So right now I'm going to produce an image of a realistic photo of a black man hiking the Grand Canyon. So let's see what that produces. I press create and of course wait the obligatory 5 to 10 seconds, sometimes longer, but this one generated pretty quickly, so I didn't have any issues. As you can see, I've got 4 images. I like to click on them and make sure like all the fingers and toes are accounted for and hopefully no more, and then decide if I want to save the image or not, and then go through all 4 of them. This one I did not save. As you can see, his body is clearly distorted, so I don't know why that came up. This one I did save. I thought this was a pretty decent quality photo. And then the last one I saved as well. So we're off to a good start. One thing I have found is that Bing can be pretty finicky. It kind of depends on the time of day or the day of the week that you're using Bing as to whether or not you're going to produce the images that you want. So round 2, I'm now typing up a realistic photo of a black woman lounging on the beach in Copacabana, Brazil. I got a little more specific here because I did have something specific in mind that I was hoping it would produce. If you've been to Brazil, there's certain types of textures and scenes that are very representative of specific locations, and that's what I was hoping would come up. But unfortunately, after trying to create this image, I was flagged and was told that it was an unsafe image. So I'm used to that. I've run into that issue with Bing many times. So now I go back and try and switch up a few of the words. So instead of black woman, I'm just going to take out the black and see what happens. Sometimes using the word black for whatever reason in Bing makes things shaky for Bing, and then it gets flagged. So I took that out, and once again, you wait and boom, still an unsafe image. So I'm not quite sure because I feel like this is a pretty G-rated prompt. So now I'm just going back to the drawing board. Clearly black wasn't the issue. I do want a photo of a black woman, so I put her back in there. A realistic photo of a black woman lounging on the beach. Maybe the specific location is what made this particularly incendiary. So trying to recreate this image again, and boom, still an issue. So at this point, I'm kind of getting frustrated because I think, once again, that this is a pretty G-rated prompt. Then I just really wanted to see, okay, is the beach scene an issue? Let's see if she can sit on the beach, period. Maybe lounging on the beach was an issue. So instead of lounging, because, for some reason that's a problem, maybe sitting on the beach. Nope, still. Sitting on the beach apparently is an issue too. So at this point, I really don't know what the problem is. This seems to be something that comes up every now and again. So at this point, I'm just like, all right, let's see. A black woman in a white bathing suit, boom, I get a content warning and it looks different than the others. So I have chosen to throw in the towel at this point, not indefinitely. So here's my takeaway. I do still like Bing. This is my top AI image generator for me personally, just because it's free and I've used it quite a bit. It typically produces images pretty quickly, but I have noticed after I've used it for, let's say, a solid hour, it does start slowing down and it starts flagging a lot more of my images. Now, in this particular case, I hadn't used Bing in a couple of weeks. This was the first time I had picked it up in a while, and I'm already getting flagged images. I don't know specifically what to blame this on. When you click on the link, when it shows you that there's an issue with your image, it's just a lot of reading that I don't care to do. So one thing that I'll do is either step away and then come back later and try to reproduce the prompt, because many people will tell you when generating AI images, even though you get flagged the first few times, sometimes you can use that literal same exact prompt and create the image in the same image generator. So it really just depends. Like I said at the top of this video, Bing can be really finicky sometimes. So I'm going to blame this on, day of the week, time of day. It's the time of the month, maybe, for Bing. I'm not really sure. But I just wanted to put that out there, that this is something that people face often when generating AI images. And some of my suggestions in terms of getting around it, as you could see, are just to try and switch up the image. Obviously, if you're looking for something very specific, you don't want to deviate too far from your prompt, because that defeats the whole purpose. But sometimes changing some keywords that you think Bing may not like may help you reproduce the image. Now, I will say this is the very first time that this has happened to me, where I have created a completely G-rated prompt and I still got shut down and was unable to produce the image. So let me know in the comments below if you've run into this before as well, and if there were ways that you found to get around this. Thank you once again, and please follow us and subscribe to Hey Let's Market. We'll see you next time.